Good evening and season's greetings. I have one more Christmas song for you. It's a beautiful song called Have Yourself a Merry Little Christmas, written by Hugh Martin and Ralph Blaine. It was introduced by Judy Garland in the film called Meet Me in St. Louis. And I patterned this arrangement. It's my original arrangement, but I patterned it after Bill Evans' style. In other words, a lot of arpeggios in both directions, ascending, descending, a lot of rootless chords, and the type of voicings and the type of approach to a song that Bill Evans would use. And this is available, this arrangement is available for you to download and study and learn. And there's no charge for that. You go on my website and you'll find it. So now here we go with a beautiful song for Christmas called Have Yourself a Merry Little Christmas. I want to talk about my arrangement and some of the unusual things I did. I would call this complicated or complex to a degree, but not abstract. It's pretty straightforward in terms of the harmony, but I'm doing triplets at the beginning now, and then I go into the duples, in other words, straight eighths after that, in terms of the arpeggiated movement in the left hand. So the left hand is moving a lot in this, like wave-light effect. Those are triplets. Now, of course, I reharmonized the chords, and the left hand has to support whatever the chord is, either by a scale tone. So like this here, it goes from a C to an A minor to an E flat, approaching the D minor in the second measure. So now the left hand moves like this. It's really supporting those chords. To there, the D minor 11. There's the G sus. Then I put an F minor and B flat here, taking me to the C over E. Now, I'm also doing some things like fills on diminished chords. This is a fill on a diminished chord. That's typical of Bill Evans. He would do that. Then this. Same thing, supporting the chord that I'm playing. And now here, this is a drop 2. Voicing, which is another thing that Bill Evans did a lot of. So what it is it's like taking the chord, harmonizing it, the melody, with a chord like that, and then taking the second note out from the top and putting it down in the left hand. You get a real pretty sound that way. Like that. There's a diminished chord. Then here's the E13. Then more fills. Then I have, that's another fill. Now we get to this point. right here now I'm using, this is more like an Oscar Peterson style voicing. It sounds like dominant ninths, but it's a parallel movement. It's nice with it to harmonize a melody like that. Now I'm harmonizing like this. So it's all moving parallel in like dominant ninths. Now these are upper structure chords, or what you would call rootless voicings here. They sound really nice, I think. To expand to the higher register now. Turn around, spread voicings, run. We'll go to the bridge now. Okay, the bridge starts with an F sharp half diminished chord, or you could call it a D7 with a third on the bottom of it. I'm voicing it like that. So it's a big sound because I'm playing a 10th here. Goes to that. Then you have, that's a double diminished. I won't talk about that now, but I will talk about this next one. These are fourth voicings. So there's another way of harmonizing a melody. Look, normal way would be, I'm putting parallel movement in fourths like this. So what you have is, these are perfect fourths. Then up here, it's a major third, of course, but you've got, that's fourths right there, parallel fourths. I think it's a really nice sound. There's a diminished, major 7 with a diminished. Now it goes, there's an upper structure chord there. That's a B13 with a, on the top you have a flat 9. E minor, A7 sus. And here's another drop 2. Has its own unique sound, the drop 2. And I have a number of tutorials on that if you want to look back at some of the ones I've done in the past. Taking us to that nice spread chord, D9 sus chord. Now here's one of the unique things. I modulated. Now how do I get to the modulation? Well, I create a line and extend it. I'm on a G sus, so I want to go up a half step, so I'm going to go up to an A flat sus. So I create a melodic line that'll fit that harmonically and so on. And I'm playing it with what I call a locked hands technique, where I'm doubling the melody in the left hand. Takes me to there. Now I'm restating the theme. Now I'm in D flat. I've gone up a half step. Now big chords, right? But I have this substitute, the approach chord, like that. We'll continue now. This is a good way to modulate, like create a melody that fits the modulation. In other words, goes from one chord to the next in the modulation like this. So it makes a lot of sense, I think. Now here's your melody. Now I go to triplets again in the left hand here. It's a tritone substitute. Triplets again. And again. Big chords, big tenths like. At the end I did something a little different. There's the one chord I go to an A major here, and then a D major with an arpeggio, and then I end on a C over D flat. Then I resolve it to D flat 6/9. So there you have it. And I hope you'll write to me or download this music and try it out. Let me know how you like it. I love to hear from you and get comments. I always respond, so please contact me. And keep watching. And have a Merry Christmas, and I'll see you next time around. Bye-bye.